Yes, I went to college. Yes, I have a degree. Yes, I'm a mechanical engineer. How I got my degree, only God knows. But because I have my degree, because I've worked in the field, I'm in a position to inform you guys how to operate, how to maneuver. So that's what we're going to get into in this video. I'm going to start off by saying your degree doesn't mean anything. I'm going to just leave it at that. Your degree does not mean much. I know the people watching this video probably just graduated or about to graduate, just want a few tips, right? But I'm gonna start off the video by saying your degree does not mean much. Nobody's handing out jobs, even if you have a degree. The more important thing that we're gonna focus on in this video is the skill. How good are you at that job description you're applying for? That's what is important to the employer, and that's what should be important to you. You guys gotta build your path from day one. You gotta go out there, grab your career, chase your career. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have to go out there and make your career for yourself, all right? Nobody's handing it out to you unless your dad or your cousin works at the company. If you're watching this video, that's probably not the case for you, you feel me? So we're gonna get into it. The first thing I want you guys to do is think of what career path you wanna go into exactly, all right? So let's say you're a mechanical engineer. That's what I have the experience in, but let's say that's what you do, okay? That's what you graduated with. You can go into project management. You can go build highways. You can go build sensors. You can go into aerospace. You can work for a car company. There's so many different fields you can go into. At first, you might not have too much choice. You're probably just gonna be applying to everything. But if you know you don't wanna sit down at a desk and make drawings all day, right? Like a traditional mechanical engineer, don't apply to those jobs. Because once you get the job, you're gonna fucking hate it. You're gonna fucking hate your life. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you know what you wanna get into. Let's say you pick project management. Again, you could project manage buildings, hospitals, roadway design, like I just said, sensor development, product development. There's so many different things you can project manage. Just so you have a broad range of things to do, I'm just gonna say narrow it down to categories like design engineer. There's so many things you can design. Project management, there's so many things you can project manage. Just pick a general category where there's different industries you could potentially work in and go from there. The next thing I want you guys to do, I know you guys are already applying for jobs, but I'm gonna tell you how to do it correctly. The first thing you wanna do, there's going to be jobs that say they prefer a master's degree or prefer 2 to 4 years of experience. You probably want to just save your time and skip on applying to that shit, okay? Like, you're probably not going to get the job. You're barely going to get an entry-level job. So I would just save time. We have to operate efficiently here. I would save time and not even bother applying to those jobs. Now what I want you to do, go on this app. It's called LinkedIn, okay? Make sure your stuff looks good. Make sure your profile looks good. Look at other people's profiles that in the position you want to be in, like long-term project managers or design engineers you look up to, or your friends who have jobs. Look at their LinkedIns and just copy it, or use chat to optimize it, or use Fiverr. Get someone on Fiverr to look over your shit. Get your mom to look over it, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure LinkedIn look good, and make sure that everybody agrees it's good, not just you. Now you want to go to the job section, okay? You want to put the filter to the city you want to work in, or the cities you want to work in, whatever. Like, this is your opportunity to maybe move to a new place if you want to, right? But again, filter where you want to work. Make sure you're only looking for jobs in that area, because you don't want to get a job 18 hours away in a city that's boring and there's crime and there's a bunch of other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You just want to make sure you're applying to jobs in your area or in the areas you want to work at. Then you want to look at everything that's been posted in the last month, because if the job was posted over a month ago, I'll just use that as the line. If it was posted over a month ago, they probably already have 15 candidates they're looking at. They probably already narrowed down to 5. Chances of you getting that job as an entry-level person with no experience besides that one co-op you did in your second year, probably 0. You know what I'm saying? So don't even bother applying anything from a month ago. I'm gonna use that as a line. You only want to apply to jobs that are listed in the last 30 days. Then you just want to apply to everything. You type in, let's say, project coordinator or junior design engineer, whatever the entry-level typical roles are in the career path you want to go into. You type that in, you apply to every job based on the criteria I just mentioned earlier, right? So location and date posted. You want to just apply to every job with those filters. You then want to set the filter to 24 hours ago, posted 24 hours ago, and you just want to apply to everything you see there too, right? So every day at the same time, you're going to go on LinkedIn. There's going to be like 20 new jobs posted every day, that are entry level, that are in the field you want to work in, as long as you didn't pick a small ass radius, right? There's companies looking for people. I promise you guys, there's companies looking for people to hire. Like I said, every 24 hours you want to go. Every job that was posted within the last 24 hours, you apply to everything. You repeat that every day. Now, if you've done what I said correctly, you should have applied to maybe 200, 300, 400 jobs within 2-3 weeks if you did this every day, like I said. And you might get interviews for 5. Okay, so it's really a game of numbers, right? So you gotta just be okay with the process. The average time it takes for somebody to get a job out of school in this day and age as an engineer of all careers is 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So You definitely gotta understand that and keep that in mind when you're applying. You get an interview in 2 weeks from when you applied, right? You get the first interview. The whole interviewing process could take 4 months before you get that job offer. You know what I mean? And you're just there. You're not even sure what's going to happen, right? There's no certainty. You just got to learn how to sell yourself, right? I'll talk about interviews in another video, but the main thing in every interview is just be you, right? The hiring managers are looking to work with people that they like, right? So if you guys vibe, they don't want to work with people that are just dull, not talking, can't communicate. Be able to communicate effectively, be able to show that even though you don't have that much experience, you can learn quickly and just show that you'd be chill to work with and not a problem to work with. That's literally all they're looking for. Think about it. If you're a hiring manager, you'd want to manage people that you like. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we have to focus on. You don't have any skills. They know you don't know how to do that job. It's going to take a 6-month training process, most likely. Sometimes 3, depending on the company, but they're not really expecting much results from you until after 6 months, a year passes, right? So the only thing they're looking at in this entry level is your personality. And you guys have to understand that. Again, understand everything I said in this video. Trust the process. If you follow everything I said in this video, in 6 months, you will definitely have a job. Stay proactive, stay learning, and remember that nobody's coming to save you.